Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 107. This one I'm reviewing the 897th episode of the anime, Save O-Tama, Straw Hat, Bonding Through the Wasteland. Yep, no new chapter this week because it's the second week of August this week, so yeah, no chapter this week. Nope, the magazine took a week off. So basically, like with My Hero Academia, no new One Piece chapter, and definitely no new chapter of Black Clover. There is a new chapter of Case Closed. I will review that in my next video. This episode is pretty much an adaptation of pages 8 through 19 of chapter 912. So effectively, I think it's been just 5 episodes this arc has lasted for, they've only covered 4 chapters. Yep, only 4 chapters. Okay, that's not too bad when it comes to this particular series. I mean, right now anyways, because up to 951, that means there's roughly like, I think about 40 chapters left. Yeah, I think it's actually 39 chapters left to adapt for this arc. Yep. The episode kind of picks up where the episode from 3 weeks ago left off, with Luffy at O-Tama's place and she's ill. And Luffy Luffy decides to take her to her doctor. And before he leaves, let's say her teacher, and also her guardian, basically sort of takes off Luffy's coat that he's been wearing since he left Whole Cake, and switches out for more Komodo. Puts on Komodo, puts on a sash. I don't know if this is the same sash that Boy Hancock gave him, or if it's a sash that it's probably, and this is my personal theory when it comes to the sash, that this is the same sash that Boy Hancock gave him that he just had put on the Komodo. That's my personal guess. I don't know. And he decided to take Tom with him, basically to a doctor, which is from town north where they are. You barely have to cross the wasteland, and he spots basically because his hockey. Is basically his observation hockey, and he notices that there is a cursed sword. He notices a cool looking sword up there, so he just grabs it. Yeah, ain't no purse basically to carry a ladder. Luffy, nope, no ladder. He thinks, oh no, don't take it. That's a cursed sword. He's like, nah, it's perfectly fine. Of course, he doesn't like. Of course, they kind of cut out the line basically that this would be a good sword for Zoro. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they cut out that line because when someone look up, basically they don't mention it at all. Yeah, I'm surprised they cut out that line. Yep. So he takes Tama out, carries her basically piggyback style, with Tama wearing his hat, because why not? I mean, very rarely. I mean, she's probably like the only person besides Nami he allows to wear his hat. I mean, he handed off to Vivi during the Low Garden arc how to hold it, not wear it. But yeah, but at least I think he trusts Tama because probably because Tama just an adorable little girl. She's 8 years old and she's so adorable. He runs for a little while, and then of course her dog comes up and basically lives the ride, and they get to, and of course Tama wakes up still mad at Luffy for telling her casually that Ace died, and of course he mentions about the Paramount War, which happened during the Marineford arc. Of course, he doesn't mention the fact that, matter of fact, I don't think he ever mentions to her at all that the Ace died in his arms. Yes, in the manga, this is never brought up at all. Yes, he doesn't bring up the little factoid. I mean, he knows about it, the Paramount War. He tells about Ace's death, but he doesn't totally explain it to her, which I think that was kind of dumb on Oda's part, basically, not having Lily thoroughly explain about Ace's death. And of course, there's a flashback of, her requesting to join Ace's crew. I'm sure Luffy wouldn't have a problem with her becoming part of his crew. Why not? After all, he's fulfilling a promise that his brother basically made to join his crew. Ace to join Ace's crew, but he's probably gonna basically live up to basically what probably taking the place of Ace. And of course, they run across these nice, tasty animals. Like, it tastes, but they're drinking poisonous water, so there's that. And then, of course, he runs through. Of course, he sees all the smoke. Yeah, it proves that, yeah, the guy basically was right. Yeah, all the pollution every place, turning this place a freaking wasteland. And then we see Zoro. Now, at this point, he had only have been in the anime just a few episodes. In the manga, like, the last time he was seen was back in, by the time he showed up in the chapter this episode adapted, which is chapter 912, it had been like 2 chapters. He was actually absent from the last chapter. Like, I think he was absent for like chapter like 910, I think it was. Yeah, he was absent for a good chunk of that. He was absent for a little while, then Luffy. Now, anybody who watched the anime, when they first show Wano a few episodes back, when they first show it, this was the first time Zoro showed up in the anime since the end of season 18. That was the first time since the end of that season. So yeah, it had been the first time in over 2 years in anime-wise that you've been seen. In the manga, it's probably a heck of a lot longer. Like, oh my gosh, over like probably like over 100 chapters since he was last seen. Yep. And he, of course, just is just eating a big chunk of meat. He's like, man, I can go from sake. And then, of course, well, he uses his own haki to notice that a woman is being chased by 2 members of the Beast Pirates. Don't know who this woman is. She's got a very long face. It's really kind of weird. And he just basically just comes in, saves her, has a fight with them for a while. And he says, nah, like, thank you for saving me. He's like, no problem. I only came here for the sake. Yeah. Then she disappears after Basil Hawkins shows up. Yeah. But she's there when Luffy sees Zoro. Like, this is what was so funny. That Luffy just jumped right on top of Zoro. He's like, oh. Well, Luffy had not seen Zoro in a long time. Yeah, this I thought was so hilarious. The fact that they added this in. Luffy basically hugging Zoro like this. So, yeah, and of course you mentioned about the meat being kind of poisonous in a way. Like, I could like my stomach ache I had. And of course, oh, you have a sick brat up there? Oh no! Like, take it to our doctor. And that's when Basil Hawkins shows up, takes out his cards, and pretty much knows that it's freaking Luffy. Luffy doesn't say it, but he knows who this person is. And of course, Zoro knows who he's one of Kaido's subordinates. Luffy knows him probably because of his reputation as Basil Hawkins. And about to start the battle, it's like, and he mentioned that Kinemon just said we should not make a scene. He says, yeah, we'll apologize to him later, and that's where the episode ends. I'm looking forward to next week, basically, where the next episode is going to be called The Headliner, Hawkins the Magician Appears. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay? Yeah, not much else to say. Fantastic episode. Love it. And I'm loving this arc so far because I've heard that the critics basically, there was an arc released online about a few weeks ago where they're so shocked at how good this arc is in the anime. It's so good. I love it too. It's fantastic. Okay? So yeah, not much else to say about this episode, but it's really good. Okay? Next video, review the newest chapter for Case Closed. Yes, a Case Closed special is coming up. Okay? But do see you in the next video. Bye.